Wait, they didn't pay the ward. They didn't pay the ward. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. It's Sunday fun day, and I feel like playing some Brawl. So the first Brawl deck I'm most excited to look at is the Brawl Betor Ancestors voice decks. And Brawl decks are back in the store, my friends. Now, as you can see, as a duplicate discount, my price might be different from yours because I already own a number of cards. But should you pay the gem price as advertised? Right now, they are asking for 1,290 gems to get this Betor deck. However, if I go to the arena announcements, which are right over here in the inbox, and then I go here and it goes to a website, and then I scroll down the website and I find where they talk about the Brawl decks, they give you a link to the deck list. You download the deck list, you import the deck. It's still called imported deck right here. You open this up and you'll see that what I am actually missing to complete this deck are two mythics, Betor Ancestor's Voice and Fellothar the Steadfast. Should you spend 2 mythic wildcards, or should you spend 1,200 gems? Real questions, my friends. So if we want to explore this for some reason, and if you don't, skip ahead in the video, but if you were to buy gems and you wanted, say, it would be $9.99 for 1,600 gems. On the other hand, if you wanted to buy wild cards, you could get 4 mythic wildcards for $19.99. So you could say 2 mythic wildcards are $19.99. You could say that 2 mythic wildcards are $19.99. And if you were to buy the gems, it was 1,600 gems is $9.99. So you actually come out ahead with a few extra gems if you buy the wildcards. So I think that means I should, if you are a person who spends money, $19.99 for the mythic wildcards, and you do that regularly, as I sometimes do, I think that means you should spend your wildcards, not the gems, right? Because it would... Help. I need help. Okay, I need an adult. Let me know in the comments. You guys have already figured this out. The people who watched that, they already know. They're just like popping off. The people who just watched it because whatever CGB does will watch it. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't even know what I'm doing trying to calculate such things. I'm not that guy. I'm not the math guy. Where's Frank Karsten when you need him? And for those of you who skipped ahead, hi, this is the deck. So what we've got here is a life gain and loss deck, and I love that when they bring the commanders from the precons to Brawl. I think that that's smart. I think that's a great idea. I hope they keep doing that forever. Betor Ancestor's Voice is one of the really popular precon cards, but it's not the face of its deck. You can use it as the face of its deck, but the deck isn't optimized around Betor. The deck in Commander is optimized around Fellothar the Steadfast and the giant bootay and power that this provides, letting things assign damage equal to their toughness, letting defenders attack, drawing cards equal to toughness, discarding cards equal to power. You know, likes the thickness. And that's what that deck is all about in Commander. But this deck in Brawl is all about Betor, all about life loss and life gain, so that you can get reanimation value and power and toughness +1/+1 counters from the life gain. And I love this guy. This is what I played in Cool Stuff Con, the Command Fest in Orlando that I went to. I played this all weekend. I had a really good time. Was never out of fun and cool sweet interactions to do. Played it for a recent episode of Worst Possible that might not be out yet, probably not. Anyway, I'm pretty hyped about Betor, and the main things that you want to do with Betor is combine life gain and life loss, of which there are a ton of options to do, and we're going to go through this deck as it is sold and figure out if this is a deck that you want. I love the Dune Blast in it. I love the Dragon Lord Demoka. There's throwbacks to Tarkir like Siege Rhino, but are they really the best cards for this deck in a competitive Brawl sense? Probably not. As you go down the list, you're going to see a lot of like life gain, You're gonna see some alchemy cards like Radiant Smite here has life gain tied into it, which is actually, there's a pretty sweet card. And then Feed the Swarm is a good way to lose that life. So life go up, life go down. Yo-yos, as we called it, down in Orlando. So for the most part, I just want to get some games. I want to see how good this is. We see right away we have like Hinterland Sanctifier and we have Cleric class. But do we have Soul Warden? Because not many people know Soul Warden is on Arena. Yeah, see, it's just hanging out there as an M10. I guess most people know that. But like, why would you run a Hinterland Sanctifier Rabbit Cleric when you have Soul Warden, which triggers off both players' stuff, right? So we will go over upgrades, but first of all, I'm gonna play like 3 games here, see if this baby actually wins games in the hard, competitive, ultra mega, try hard, beat each other down streets of Brawl. We're gonna step into the arena and see what happens. Let me craft these mythics. Cha-ching. Welcome to the team, guys. Let's dive in. Let this nonsense begin. And as always, if I forget to outro this I'll see you for the deck updates anyway, but if I forget to outro this sucker, you're cool. My MMR, at least the amount that I play Brawl and do pretty well in it, it's gonna be pretty high. So my matchups might be harder than yours. Legend. Well then. Well. This is the risk, guys. This is what happens. Yeah, you queue up, and guess what? I'm not playing my deck. I'm playing Wizard's deck. Here comes the real test, am I right? Okay, I mean, do we go with this? Looking at our 1-drops, we don't even have that many 1-drops. We have a ton of 2-drops, and we're on the draw. I think I need a faster hand. I mean, I had all my colors, but it wasn't fast. What is this? Whenever you gain life, put a counter. Whenever you lose life, counter. Look at twice X from the top of your library, so 1 equals 2. Put X cards from among them into your hand and the rest in your graveyard. Lose X. What the... I mean, I guess I'll keep this one, but this is even slower. Okay, Stronghold Arena is a card. Stronghold Arena, whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, reveal top card of your library, put into your hand. Okay. Oh, it begins. Hey! We drew something we can play. Come on out. The Golden Sidekick. I remember you. I played you in Alchemy. Flying 2/2 lifelink. Whenever you gain life, a random creature in your hand perpetually gets +X, where X is the amount of life you gained. What's this try hard? What? Polluted Delta in a mono blue deck? And here's Thassa, God of the freaking Sea. If your devotion to blue is less than 5, not a creature, 5/5 indestructible, target creature can't be blocked at the beginning of your upkeep, scry. Whenever you draw your second card. It's interesting. And I have a 1/3. I think this was a 2/2. Did they nerf this? Anyway, I think we go for the arena card advantage. Doesn't that sound fun? So we kick her. There's 3 life. Dragon Lord Dramoka is getting thick. You get in. Trigger. Reveal. Lose 2. Doing it. Oh my goodness. I remember when this card came out, I thought it was going to be so good. I've almost played it in nothing, and it's still legal in standard because everything is. All right, that's a bouncy. Yeah, we're probably going to get attacked by a 5/5 here in a second. Oh no, my ramp spells. What are triggers? Look at the triggers. Getting lit. All right. We're going to be destroyed in this game. Let's see. Whenever you gain life during your turn, put a +1/+1 counter. Whenever you lose life, put a counter. Seems good. Wish I had a way to, trigger it. See, we don't have a second black, so we're probably playing Wall of Blossoms, and just looking at what's out there, Golden Sidekick seems to be the best. So play the Blossoms first, and don't tap the... I was trying to see if I could hold a land. All right, we'll just do this. Okay, we got an untapped black. So I didn't have to lose that life, but there was, I would have had to like guess exactly what I was going to draw. I feel slightly outmatched, and it's not like my opponent has played any broken cards. It's just we're slow. We're incredibly slow for the format. We're in green. Where's the ramp? I mean, we've only looked at 2 hands, to be fair, and we were on the draw. But let's see. Can we get back in it? Can we fight? Uh-oh, the rope comes out. I mean, Betor might come out to play next turn. Might get counterspelled, too. We got any instants to actually play against counterspells? I guess Painful Bond, sorta. I'll definitely block with this Wall of Blossoms. I want the Wall of Blossoms in the graveyard for the Betor later. Oh, well, never mind. Here comes unblockability. Why not? I don't know what the rope was about. That seems like a really obvious play. But what do I know about Magic? All right. We bring out the Betor. If we attack with a sidekick, there might be a double block, but then we gained life. We could also lose 1, but we don't have the means to lose 2, which we'd really like to be able to lose 2. This says when it hits, right? Yeah. All right. In that case, we don't want to reveal that we have the untapped land. I think we attack with a sidekick and see what happens. Take it. That triggers Arena. Oh, it's Siege Rhino. I'm down to 9. Holy crap. Dang it. I was really excited. Okay. Now, God, it's a 10-12. It's never coming out. So next turn, like, we just die, I think. We could play the Betor. If it gets countered, it's over. We have nothing in our graveyard. It's Siege Rhino, I guess. Gotta gain that life, baby. Gotta have Mega Scrivener here. Watsy, if you want some free advice, let LVD build the decks for the store. That's my free advice. The dude can cook. I know. I'm somebody somewhere mad because they built this deck. But good God, do you see what's happening right now? Do you see how this isn't close? Do you see how you have no removal? Do you see how your deck is slow? Yeah, that was good. That was a great time. That was, oh, it was glorious. On to the next one. You gotta do it. You gotta say the thing. All right. Just a little bruise right there in my heart. We get Tiamat. Sure. Tiamat's a dragon. I'm a dragon. This'll be fine. This hand. Swords is a good card, but not against dragons. Assemble the Team is a good card. Severance might be a good card. I mean, again, it's so slow. Was it get you? What the hell are we doing here? Why do we want these? I get it. It's food. It's life gain. I get it. Like, oh my goodness. There's got to be a better hand, right? Right now, the Assemble the Team gets us a land, and that's it. It's hard not to keep a Swords. This might be the best card in the deck. But there's no ramp. There's got to be ramp in this deck, right? Hey! don't even have an untapped land on turn 1. But hey, this is so much better. Okay. We drew a few of the good cards. It's a good card. You can put it in every multicolored brawl deck. You might want to craft it. Oh, good. My grazer is gone. Oh, we almost did it, guys. We almost had something going. I think we farmland. Do we? Or do I just get Evolving Wilds out of the way? The problem with the Evolving Wilds, what do I play next turn? Sanctifier, Cleric class, and then Vampire, and then Wall. Okay. Ooh, that's not bad. Hey, you get Surveil lands in this deck. That's good. Okay, will they have a mana rock? Does Cleric class get something from the graveyard? It does. You can bin things in this deck, right? Because Betor, in theory, will reanimate it when you find ways to lose life. We don't have a way right now. You just kind of believe. Mana Confluence, by the way, great in this deck if we want to craft that one. It's a 3-color deck. It makes you lose life. I don't think they have it because I haven't seen it yet, but maybe I'm wrong. They know about the Welcoming Vampire. They want to kill it. Cease and Desist gains life but doesn't lose life. I mean, they're just going to kill this. Oh well, make them have it. I don't have an easy way to get to where I can take advantage of this card. They're going to Genesis. That's ramp. Tiamat is 7. Come on, Betor. You might even find your way to the battlefield this game. We'll see. Last game, I died on turn 5. Having not cast my commander. It was a bit of an LOL. Okay, they have swords. Everybody has swords. So that's not too surprising. Give them the business. Cease and Desist, interesting card to just have in your deck. We're going to gain a bunch of life here, but it's not really going to do anything because as far as being a life gain deck, like, I mean, Betor can give you a bunch of stats if it lives. That's not really how Brawl works. Let's get the other green source down. I mean, we're at 32. How will we be defeated? Our opponent's mana base is balling out of control. Okay, we drew the chef. You gotta believe that if we cast Betor, they're just gonna kill it. When this enters draft a card, it becomes a food artifact. Right now I have no way to like get real card advantage on this field. I have no way to lose life to get something out of the graveyard. I think we just need to keep doing this. Just play dorks. I mean, it is a 3/4 at least. One of the weirder cards I think they could add to this deck. But here's the thing with alchemy cards. When your opponent has a counter spell in hand, you can just play an alchemy card and they'll counter it instead of read it. And sometimes they're not even good. That's just the truth. Oh, this is a graveyard enabler. That's actually pretty good. Can't wait to get board wiped, but then we'll bring out Betor, and if we draw away to lose life, we can get things back. Also, how do I get these little counters on the card in paper? Oh my god. Keeping track of the numbers of life lost and life gained up and down was crazy. Rid Mesa. Okay. Yeah, that was great. Okay. How'd I not see that coming? My deck isn't doing anything. Okay, I bring out Betor. Why not? Let's go. Do they play dragons or just board wipes? Okay. Sure. Great. Love that. Here, I have another dragon. Pretty lucky. Stay out of my turn. They have something for 1 mana, but they can't play it. After Dragon Lord Dramoka hits. 5/7 lifelink. Can't be countered. They can't cast spells on my turn. Get wrecked. Whenever you gain life, that much +1. Come on, why not double? What's wrong with double? People love double. Is that too good? Is that too powerful? What are we doing here? Quick, exile it. You've exiled everything. Okay, what's this? They passed. They can't do anything on my turn. I don't think they know that. All right. Well, rar. Nice. I think I hold up the Unmaking. I keep thinking about leveling up the class, but I don't really want to. But I have this 03. So, you know, there's that. All right, opponent is going for 4/4. I'm at 41. That's fine. I don't mind. They are stuck on lands at least. What's this? All board wipes? All exile effects probably. Oh, you're complaining. I'm sorry. Is your mana base not doing it? Oh, it's the rhythm of the wild. The wild. Pretty good in a dragon deck, right? But we have at least another turn till Tiamat. I feel like I can let this be. I want this card, and I want to play Betor. The Spark, no target. Yeah, I want to play this after I play Betor, ideally. I'm trying to, guys, I'm trying so hard to maximize my synergy because we gotta compete, man. We gotta be in these games somehow. All right, bring them out. Can't wait for the next board wipe. It's gonna be great, but you're down to 8. So take that. 0. Could have gotten back a grazer. If I had pained myself, I could have had a grazer. I could have had value. I could have been a contender. Come on, it's Dramoka. You gotta kill Dramoka. You gonna scoop? We won! I mean, if getting stuck on 5 lands in Brawl can be a thing, our opponent did that. I imagine they're all like 6, 7, and 8 mana dragons or something, because we certainly saw their interaction suite, unquote. Oh my god. Win's a win. Win's a win. I can't wait to go build a 5-color Tiamat deck with all removal spells and 5 dragons. That's the Tiamat deck I would build. You know it. I know it. Also, Betor was on the battlefield. That happened. All right, it's a new one. Lam. Storm Crane Elder. Basically, don't let this card live or you lose the game so badly. And it's an alchemy card. Well, once again, we are on the draw. Is that 3 in a row? We are on the draw with the right mana and a hand that is so slow. So painfully, horribly slow. It also has no answer to this must kill on site commander. There's a prowess that says when you cast a non-creature spell, you get a monastery mentor. So do we have removal? There, we have a feed the swarm. We still have good mana. The mana has been surprisingly useful. The arena on the draw, so much worse than on the play. The elder, okay. Yep, immediately we see an Esper Sentinel. Esper Sentinel, hell of a card. Could be in this deck, could be in every deck. Every white deck can play this card. So it's a really good craft if you're looking for one. Think. Think. I don't want them to draw. Maybe I should have played the Fortress. I think I'll just play the Squirrel. What an interesting selection for this deck. What are we sacrificing? We don't even have fetch lands. Like, where's our sacrifice synergy? Yeah, okay. Now they have card advantage too. Do you feel it? We're so far behind. But I'll play the, I'll play the Elder. If they don't remove it and play their commander instead, we get a big mana boost and good things could start to happen. Cold Steel Heart. Okay. Okay, they took their time for a removal spell. They were the first to flinch, you could say. Man, does this deck need fetch lands? It really needs fetch lands. I am stunned that they were just like, nah. They put them in a different deck. I remember. I was very excited about that. We still need to hold Feed the Swarm for the mentor for this. It has to be this. The problem is, once they play this and play one other creature, they already have also a Monastery Mentor, which just makes more. It's such a pain. Why is... Okay, this can grow the Squirrel. Synergy. So I guess we ramp. They all produce white, so we'll get green and black. Wait, whenever you sacrifice an artifact, never mind. Why do I try, man? What am I doing? What is this deck even supposed to be doing? Oh my goodness. Don't worry, the doctor will see you soon. It's gonna be okay. Oh, we got a roper. Somebody's scared. Okay. What? What you doing? What you doing over there? What you doing? I'm guessing it's a debate about whether or not to cast the commander without, hopefully without a spell. Because if they have a spell, it's the easiest play in the world, right? If they have a non-creature spell that they can just cast, they draw a card from Vampire, like they get a mentor immediately. Oh my god. This is game over, man. Why would they leave? There's no way they left, right? What could their hand be that they're so salty about? Is somebody at the door? It's Sunday. Nobody's at the door. You know it and I know it. Maybe he had to pee. This is how we get our wins. This is how Brawl format stands together. All right. What do we do? What do we do? You know what? I'm gonna take this moment to re-up our mana. They have an instant. They have a mana tithe? Did they rope me to mana tithe me? That would be so brutal. That would be such a gamer move. I mean, he's the people's champ. Who knows? Maybe WWE offered a few $1,000,000 to go stand in the ring and talk about apple pie. Had to leave. Maybe that's what it was. You never know. You never know. And yet here I am. When's the last time I did this to somebody on camera, right? Never. Never. You know why? Because I delete those. CGB, I noticed. I was taking notes and I noticed that you went from rank diamond 4.4 to 4.3, but didn't show the game. Yeah, it's because I had to pee in the middle of it and I left. It's not because you got rolled by mono red, that too. Just for the record, in case there's confusion. Yes, and in the meantime, we get this rope ring. We're gonna go 2-1, losing only to a celebrity YouTuber here in this video, in this review of the deck. So is the deck great? Yeah, deck is, guys, this deck is so, it needs help. Let's get to work. Okay, I brought the team in for a little halftime pep talk, and this is where we ended up on changes to Betor Ancestor's voice. First draft, but right away, I think this deck is committing a cardinal sin by not trying to exploit the reanimator part of Betor. Lots of ways to gain life, not a lot of ways to fill the graveyard. In fact, with this deck, we made so many changes. Here is what we kept. It's over here. These are the lines of what we kept. I like to usually highlight the things I took out and put in. This time, it's just what we kept. We kept, of course, removal and interaction that made sense with our plan, and some of the card draw that was there. Dredger's Insight, still a card I love. A little bit of those ramp pieces that weren't too bad. Like, these are the cards that to me actually still stuck with the theme, so we kept those. And then Crux of Fate, probably the right board wipe, because you can name non-dragon and keep your commander. And then we kept these lands, but my goodness, did this deck need like a complete makeover. So I'll start over here. This is a perfect deck for the lands that cost you 3 life to enter, and also for the ones that are creatures, because if they're great in the graveyard, you can get them back with Betor. So Bogart, Trawler, Witch Enchanter, Disciple of Freylace, great additions. Fellow Profane is always a good removal spell in Brawl, and Agadeem's Awakening is a mythic, but it does reanimate stuff. Guys, there's a lot of budget options for these cards. Like, you don't have to have Agadeem's Awakening if you don't want to spend a mythic on it. What I mostly make these decks for isn't the person with no wild cards. I'm very sorry about your situation. You know, you build a collection over time. What this can help more are the people who have built that collection over time, because I know they're not very vocal in the comments, but I know that a lot of you have been playing Arena for a while now, and you have these cards in your collection. It's just the decision fatigue of what to add and what to take out that keeps you from making this deck better. So I'm trying to help with that. A lot of you already have these cards in the collection, and if you don't, you know, like some of these, it might just be one wild card now, and then you get to play with it forever when you're a Brawl player. That's the beauty of Brawl. So yeah, these are the pay 3 life lands to enter untapped. They're very good in this deck for making sure that you're reanimating when you have your commander. And no Brawl deck has received more of an upgrade by running the shock mana base, the shock fetch mana base, than Betor. Trust me. You know how many times I reanimated things playing this deck because I had a fetch land into a shock land so I could get a 3-drop? Yeah, it's a big deal. So we're going to run all of those. We're also going to run cards like Silent Clearing and Nurturing Peatland that are pain lands. We're also going to run Prismatic Vista and Mana Confluence. Now we get into the cards that you could literally put in every deck, so I'm not going to talk about them too much, but these are cards that you can craft, add to this deck that you could also add to a bunch of other decks, which is Chrome Mox, Esper Sentinel, Static Prison. This is a good uncommon spend, by the way, if you're looking for a little more cheap removal to keep the game from snowballing. Static Prison does a good job. Dark Ritual, Thoughtseize, Avacyn's Pilgrim. Don't forget, if you're a green-white deck, you can play this little mana dork to go with your Birds of Paradise, your Delighted Halfling, your Elvish Mystic, your Llanowar Elves. I thought about Gilded Goose, but don't think we need it. The Troll of Khazad-dûm and the Generous Ent, which makes a food, which can gain life, so kind of goes with theme slightly. So I run the Ent. Usually I run 1 or 2 of these land cyclers as the 41st and 42nd lands, especially in a deck that has a 5-mana commander. You expect your commander to die, you need to cast it again, right? Now we get into some of the additions that it's like, man, the deck could have used this. And I like to build close to like commander adjacent, but in this case, there were some alchemy cards in the main deck, and there are some cards that are banned in commander that made the cut here, like Grizzlebrand. So Guide of Souls. This is the life gain portion, by the way, that we stuck with. A little bit of life gain. Guide of Souls, just really good, even though nerfed in Arena. Soul Warden. How is this not in the deck before? They run the bunny, but not Soul Warden. Ocelot Pride is busted if you can get these cards, even though it's nerfed in Commander. No, it's nerfed in Brawl. Sanguine Soothsayer is a cute way to get a 2/1 flying lifelinking creature and a Sanguine Bond potentially in the future, which can combo in this deck, and we have some life gain combos that we'll cover. Starscape Cleric is one part of that life gain combo that you're looking for, also nice and aggressive. Enduring Innocence. I love the enduring creatures in general. If you're looking for cards to just slot into a lot of these decks, check out the just search for enduring and see if the enduring cycle out of Duskmourn is good in your deck. Do the same thing with Overlord. You're rarely sad. Like, you could always add like a mythic Overlord or a rare enduring card to decks like these to fill spots and be happy. Night of Autumn, there was Reclamation Sage in here. Night of Autumn is just better. It is a rare. If you don't have one of these, I wouldn't craft it, but it is an upgrade on that Reclamation Sage. Beza is a really good catch-up card, and we're going to have a lot more ways to pay life than we have to gain life as we move this deck into the future. Sheldred the Apocalypse is a life gainer and a mythic well spent. You can put it in almost any black deck and be happy. Bloodthirsty Conqueror is a much more niche mythic, but we do have life gain combo in this deck as a potential finisher, and we can reanimate it with Betor. So for me, it made the cut. Eerie Ultimatum, as we're now a graveyard deck, as we'll get to in a moment. Grizzlebrand and Valgavoth as the biggest, worst possible, if you will, things to reanimate with Betor. Now we go over here and it's like, my God, why weren't we a graveyard deck before? This is so much fun. You pay life, you draw cards, you fill your graveyard, and then you bring it back. Awesome. Reanimate, Stitcher's Supplier, Caustic Bronco. I love these little snowballers. One of the keys to Brawl is that the opponent is going to kill your commander a lot. The best way to keep your commander from getting killed a lot is to play other things that they have to kill. So Caustic Bronco, Dark Confidant are things they must remove or they snowball, making it more likely that when Betor comes out and brings one back that the snowball will happen. Then Quagfeast is a mill/removal card. Ripples of Undeath is one of my favorite mill engines ever printed. Satyr Wayfinder is an old school millie thing that helps you hit your land drop. Grizzly Salvage is one of the deeper mills you can get for 2 mana. Mesmeric Orb is the deepest mill you can get for 2 mana, and if you want a graveyard, this card can go in so many decks. For me, this is one of the mythics that's well spent in Brawl because there are so many cool things to do with the graveyard. Skyclave Apparition. Removal basically on a body means Betor can bring it back, which is why we also have Ravenous Chupacabra. Black Market Connections is one of the best cards possible for this deck because if you get this down and start paying life with it, Betor then brings you back and gets you so much value. Darkstar Augur is an offspring flying Dark Confidant for 3, so it does more of that job, along with Phyrexian Arena and Unholy Annex, which is here as well. Lots of ways to pay life to get cards, and then you try to rebound that life total using our life gain cards. It's the yo-yo. It's very fun. Timeless Witness is in the deck. There's also a card called Slicer that's a rare if you search for Slicer, Nantuko Slicer. It's a good alchemy card, but I didn't want to spend a rare when I could have a Timeless Witness at uncommon, and I know not all of you love the alchemy cards. And Unburial Rites is a card that we can mill but also use. There's another one that's probably better even than Unburial Rites. That's Priest of the Fell Rite, that not a lot of people know. It is a rare, and I wouldn't mind adding that for the Unburial Rites. So I'm going to make that change right here, honestly, because the paying 3 life with it is very, very good, and the Unearth is very good. But if you want to spend an uncommon instead of a rare, that is where Unburial Rites versus Priest of the Fell Rites is a battle. Anyway, them's my first upgrades. We may make some other ones, but let's end this 8-minute interlude. It's halftime. Halftime's almost over. Halftime's 10 minutes, right? These days, I think it is. So we break the huddle, we go back out there, and we see if we can improve on the Betor experience with more reanimation, more card draw, more life loss, and then the life gain to bring it back. Very exciting gameplay. And as always, my friends, huddle break. You're cool. Woo! And we get Tamio Field Researcher, which is an absolutely busted commander. They're trying to Omniscience combo us to death and take infinite turns. Welcome to Brawl. Can I go first? Like, this is really obnoxious. Grizz in the graveyard. Okay, we got Priest of the Fell Rites in hand. Yeah, that's great. Okay, how do we do this? We need black? Sure. Save our shock lines for the future. Here's the priest. If that untaps, I get Grizzlebrand. That's pretty exciting. Yeah? You gonna tap this? I think you have to, right? They don't want me to have Grizzlebrand. Oh, they don't. They're letting me have Grizzlebrand. Yeah, okay. I pay 7? Okay, there's nothing there to deal with this. Hey, nice, have a nice full graveyard is nice too. All right, nothing there to deal with this. We're doing it. There's assemble the team. Assemble the team can't kill a planeswalker because nothing kills a planeswalker for 1 mana, because I guess that would be too good for Magic the Gathering. What else? So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We could Haywire Might the Esper Sentinel. Think. Too bad I don't have a way to do anything good for 1 mana. All these toys, and what would you say we do here? You really want to kill this so that they can't proliferate anytime soon, and you want to have more battlefield. So like everything is a bit of a challenge. Let's go like this. And then we discard to hand size. So choose cards to keep. Choose cards to keep. I guess I do want a Pain land as my land for next turn. Ripples is pretty slow because we didn't have it on turn 2, because that's how quickly this goes. Let's keep life gain sources where we can find them. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we got a bunch of fun stuff in the graveyard for Betor too. Sure.
Let us have a storied battle worth retelling.
Yeah, they're tapped. It's a spark double, huh? I think I'm gonna get beat despite drawing 14 cards.
I should have brought more parchment.
Like I didn't draw a single way to actually beat the Tameo. That's kind of unlucky. That's really unlucky. All right, let's see if there's one in the top half of our deck. Here's the feast. I'll do.
I will not stand for such violence.
I do not have an untapped land for next turn. That might be a problem.
I have developed a new
Because we're at 6 life. More planeswalkers, cool.
I have no results. Keep working.
Yeah, the deck is all about ultimating planeswalkers. Like, they can name Betor if they want to. I'm probably not even going to play it this game. Well, there's the land, and I might have played it. Oops. We could bring out the priest, and the priest could bring out what? Beza? Beza just gains 4 life? Not great. Probably better to play Enduring Innocence and Haywire Might. And I need a green open after that, so here we go. No rush. We can hold this open in case they're going to use like anything like an Ichor Moon Gauntlet. This is usually where they board wipe though, isn't it? Sure.
Patience fosters wisdom.
Sunfall. All right, kill. Of course, it had to be an exile effect, and they got it. Draw. Oh, I can't wait to play this Thoughtseize. Yeah, go ahead. That's summoning sick.
No.
Not a good play. All right, as far as destroying an artifact creature, this can do it. Then we have Soothsayer. Go to 1. Yee! It's dangerous out here. Where's the life gain? Dredger's Insight gains a life when it returns something. But yeah, we know we have to kill that. We have to watch our mana. Like that. And then we're fetching. How many basics? You gotta be careful. Gonna run out of basics here. Okay, like this. Like this. They thought they had me. You don't have me. Dredger's Insight gains 1. Soothsayer might get tapped by Tameo, but I guess we'd like that as we go to 1. And then how do we gain a life next turn? I guess Insight works next turn too. All right, do we want black or green? I think we want green, and these both get green, so that's fine. We go to 1. Easy. Never didn't have it. And we'll get this. No creatures. That's nice. 1. All right, what makes me pay life? 2, 3. This Thoughtseize, definitely the staff. I mean, these, like, Thoughtseize is 2 life, but we might still have a use for that. Right? Maybe I need that Scavenging Ooze, right? Sure feels like it. Should just play another creature, though.
Taste success already.
Like, how many cards does one need to draw with Grizzlebrand to have a shot? Yeah, that's a lethal threat. Dark Ritual. Valgavoth? Can they beat Valgavoth? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, we don't have a way to lose. We don't have a way to gain unless we can remove something from the graveyard. Think. Not without paying life, I don't, right? No, I can unearth this without paying life. So when that comes back, I gain 1. I can attack the Tameo. That doesn't really do much. But the Tameo does need to be attacked. And then, yeah, if Tameo minuses the Valgavoth, is there any other way here to remove the Valgavoth? I don't think so. 1 mana open. All right, so we need the Tameo to take this damage. And they block. Okay, well, now they don't have the lethal threat, so that's okay. They want the 2 cards, they get the 2 cards. Valgavoth! Terror Eater. Bring it. You want to sack 3 Planeswalkers? They might have another board wipe. That'll feel really bad. But they already played Sunfall. The next one is like Farewell, maybe. If they have that, I don't think I can win. Yeah, target it. See what happens. It's one of those cards that if they have a board wipe, it looks so bad. And if they don't, it's so good. You're gonna get that Sunfall? You need that Sunfall? This Thoughtseize will be really good against that Sunfall. Dude, you're gonna discard. Don't do that. I get cards if you do that. Hold on to your butts. Thank you. Oh, we're reading. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, not like that. Now what? Yeah, you're gonna need that Thopter. Too bad I don't trample. Okay, that's something you can sacrifice. Maybe they have removal. Uh-huh. Oh, yep, that's in your hand.
Much from my ancestors.
No! Okay, how do we get rid of that? Oh, they just... Wait, they didn't pay the ward. They didn't pay the ward! That's great. One is not zero. Crucius. Oh, meme deck alert. Meme deck. Are you the meme deck? Reanimate. Troll reanimate. Let's go. Yes. Why not? This will be fun. It'll be so much fun. Yeah. Yep. Mull. Yep. Mull. Keep going. What do they need in opening hand? Like nothing, right? I don't even know if this is fast enough. I really have no idea. Just give me something here. I don't know. Do we need a surveil land in this hand? We have a good curve. I'll take it. Why not? Those both make green, so I'll get another black-white. Stitcher Supplier. Well, now I regret getting the tapped land, but whatever. Boom. We go for it. Yeah, we'll kill that Crucius. It'll be great. Go! Okay. Do we just go for the beatdown? If they are the meme deck, it's all about time, right? It's all about time. So just up the clock. That's 10 points and 10 points. They don't have time to geyser me. If you haven't seen this deck in action, like look for Crucius Brawl Deck. There are a lot of videos out there about it. It's very stupid. It's one-dimensional as hell. But it does win something like 70% of games, and it costs basically nothing. Because the whole deck is just a handful of cards that create a combo on their own. And that's it. This adds to clock, so we'll play it. We get the priest, that's fire. Surveil. And keep that. I don't think we'll need it. Oh, it's almost dead. Uh-huh. Okay, so they assemble the two things, which is they need to play the big giant and then sacrifice it with village rights, and I think they won't have the mana next turn if I did this right. So we also, they can't block here, so they're down to 3. They can block here, so this is how we pull off our sneaky lethal. And we attack with it. Troll can't be blocked. You gotta block the knight, and then you take 9. Voila! I went to 11 without even being touched by my opponent. Yeah, that's what this deck is here for, baby. And if we go second, it's still very much a game, so that gives you an idea of what the Crucius deck and why it still manages to be able to win. Ooh, somebody brought your Rennie the Unwritten Dragons. Let's go. We'll see how they upgraded their deck. We have a sweet curve. Oh my goodness. But is it good enough to fight the dragons? I don't know. I don't know. Also, Ocelot Pride. You could use some help, huh? We'll see. We'll see if we can get you some help. Okay, 2 surveil lands, but then we want to play 1, 2, 3. So if we start on Silent Clearing, then we lose a lot more life than we have to. If we Marsh Flats for a Godless Shrine, we lose 3 now, but we probably would have lost it later. What is the other one that we could get here? White green? That's what Sun Petal Grove is. So Godless Shrine, pay 2, Esper Sentinel. Brainstorm. It's a good card with Ureni, isn't it? Maybe we should put that in the commander deck. Just to hide some dragons right on top. Never whiff. Brilliant, actually. I'm a big fan of building commander decks in Brawl because you can actually playtest them. They may not playtest the best. Obviously, the alchemy like changes don't help, but and the alchemy cards will throw off your quote-unquote testing. But as far as compared to goldfishing on a site like Moxfield, it's a big upgrade as far as actually getting to see how your cards interact together and understanding the rules and how they work together. So I strongly recommend, if you're a commander player who has an arena account, to build your commander decks where possible on arena and play test them that way. Don't be so worried about winning every game if your deck is built for commander. There are obvious differences between the formats. I'm not debating that, but like, you can get your daily quest done and get better at your decks for your game night. Feels good. All right, they got a Roiling Dragonstorm. They have a Llanowar Elf and an Ocelot Pride. You want to play your ramp early, so I think we're doing the Elf even though we drew the Pride, and Pride will have to wait till later, and we can Swamp Cycle this Troll to have an untapped land. I think we want the Overgrown Tomb. Maybe I'm wrong, but like with Betor coming up, do we have it? We don't have anything in graveyard yet for it though. I mean, guess we have the Troll, but getting to 6 is pretty hard. But yeah, let's keep losing life. All part of our master plan. There's Shieldred the freaking Apocalypse. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's put him on a clock, because when they cast this card, the dragons absolutely pop off. When it enters or attacks, top 8 put a dragon onto the battlefield. It's monstrous. So we need to kill him. This isn't Commander. We don't want to give everybody a chance to play their deck, okay? We don't want them to feel like they did the thing, okay? We're going for the throat. Right for the throat. It's our only hope in a 1v1 with these kind of decks. Encroaching Dragonstorm. That is more ramp. They will have access to your Rennie next turn, so we gotta hit hard. Really hard. Can I lose 6 life? I'm gonna gain 2. This is 1, 2, 3. This could be 4. So this could be lose 4, but we don't have a 4 in the graveyard. We have a 6. But it's good to keep in mind because we could get Shieldred back. So in the meantime, what do we do? I think we go Demon. And prepare ourselves for the dragons. Storm's coming, and we don't have removal. But with the Demon on the field, we can drain. So it's like burn along with Shieldred the Apocalypse. Also, Ocelot Pride making demons sounds pretty juicy. But it has to be a token that entered. Okay, we get the Orb. They get Teamer Ascendancy for haste. They must have something, though, because this isn't... Okay, they play a 4/5 to gain life. They're going to try to survive until next turn. That draw, though, makes them lose 2. I mean, they gain 3, but they lose 2 up against this board. Okay, they decline to draw. That's smart. That's smart. Okay, what are we doing? We got the life gain. We got the 6/6. We got the Pride. We got the Betor. Can we lose 6? No. Can we get something else in the graveyard? Maybe. I mean, it would be pretty lucky to flip over a card here and then Betor it out. That had good value, but let's go for it. Maybe like a Knight of Autumn, right? Dark Confidant. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. If they block this and they go that low on life, they're almost dead. I will risk my Esper Sentinel. But I think they want to keep this Regent. Okay, well, okay, I'm not risking the Sentinel then. I think they want this to happen. And if they're not, dude, they do take it. Holy cow. All right, they're down to 6. If they draw a card, they're down to 4. If I drain them, they're down to 2. We've only lost 1 life. Okay. Let's see what they got. They're gonna have a big turn. They're down to 2 life versus 27, and they get to get so draconic right now. Let's see what they can do. They get hasty Ureni, so they can have multiple dragons. They can gain life with the Regent. This would be a hell of a comeback, but they have to be careful. If they draw a card with the Ascendancy, they die to Sheoldred the Apocalypse. They get Miram. Okay. Okay. This is fine. Everything's fine. Don't anybody panic. Ureni soars. What do they hit? They get Twin Flame for double damage. They get a copy of Twin Flame. Am I dead? It's like 20. Oh my god! Oh my god! Ugh, Ketramos. Gross. We go first. We have no ramp. So no ramp means no keep. No ramp. I'll try it this time. We have ripples. I don't like going lower. I really don't. Do we save this? We have ways to lose life. We don't need to save this. It doesn't kill Ketramos anyway. Ripples. We get an activation or 2 and some card advantage. It'll feel good. One thing that the games keep showing is how slow Betor is in Brawl. It's not pretty, guys. It's such a fast format. If you are going to run a 5-mana commander that might do something, there's a good chance you won't actually get to use your commander. So, like, that's just kind of something you have to accept. I'm going to get the Prison. It's a good way of actually dealing with Ketramos. Then we play this to play this and ramp. That's pretty nice. Chrome Mox. What can Chrome Mox be? Do we want Chrome Mox to be a Grizzly Salvage, or do we want it to be a tutor? Do I want a graveyard, or do I want some card from my deck? It's one of these. I think the right thing to do, though, would be to play the Windswept Heath first, in case they instant speed remove the Mox in response to the, like... Well, I guess if you respond to the imprint, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go with the Salvage, surprisingly. Just some alchemy card bias, I guess. Or anti-bias, whatever that would be. Leave it alone. Everything's fine. Leave it. Leave it. Man, I might get Betor value this game. There is a creature in our graveyard right now, you guys. Of course, the opponent's deciding which piece to remove. Either one actually takes us off the plan. Oh, they just play their commander. Nice. Lucky us. Okay. Get me green. We have black, black, black. We have green, green, green. We have white, white. Okay, it should be white, but white doesn't make the mana we need, so it needs to be green, white. Beza, Knight of Autumn. Getting a Knight of Autumn just gains a bunch of life. That's pretty nice. Beza draws cards. That's really nice. So can I lose 4 next turn? We have the ripples. Yeah, I can. I can lose 4 next turn. I think we just take the land then. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. All right, ripples, activate. Oh, we actually don't have to... How much life can we lose? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can get Beza and deal with Ketramos if we don't activate ripples. Okay. Okay, decline. We also drew the Awakening. That does it too. How close are we to actually using the Awakening? Not very. Oh, there is a Valgavoth down there. So that's like 3 life in the future. Staff is a lot of life too. All right. This is more flexible in theory, but let's just do it. And then to lose enough life, we have to make sure we pay a life here. You? Sorry, that scared me. All right, and then Mesa. Nice. All right. Yeah, you can't stack that a different way. It's the same trigger. It's just the fact that the life gain came up first. I got scared. I was like, why did it not register my life loss? It terrified me. All right. Now I'm sure they're going to remove stuff, but we can Betor again next turn, and we still have a way to lose life. So we can Betor into Knight of Autumn or Warren Soul Trader. That was a good turn. That's what happens when you ramp. How important ramp is in this format. Damnation's a pretty good card. Let's see. If we can get to 5, which we can in a turn, Agadeem's Awakening can get back the Betor. But what if they take a Betor away from us with something like a Thoughtseize? We'll regret that forever. We'll find other ways to fill the graveyard. Ooh. Ooh. Who dis? Annex? Or Augur? Double Augur. Augur with Offspring is pretty nice, but you can get it back later. Annex we can't. Annex has showed up so much in this video, by the way. Always pay the energy. Make a 6/6. Yeah. Nice damnation, nerd. I think we'll do Insight. Give me Innkeeper. Gain. And give me Unholy Annex. Get me cards. The yo-yo is in effect, my friends. And the opponent has a lot of value engines to deal with. Yeah, it is an Awakening for 5 next turn, which is a Beza, an Augur. I guess it's just 2 creatures. Oh no, my graveyard. Okay. We'll have to get back to work on that. At least they didn't draw a card from the experience. Ooh, and my ripples. No, come on, man. All right. All right, fine. Be that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 8. Here's Shieldred. Here's Innkeeper. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll play the Shieldred. Do you think they have swords? I think they have Blink. I guess that would kill Shieldred as well. Maybe I should have played Staff first if they can remove Shieldred right now. Okay, they got Dismember. Sure. Now it's in the graveyard. Graveyard's not the worst. And we get a Swords. Okay, that is good against Ketramos. We are holding our own. It's good to see. I think they're sweating a bit. They can't keep up with the value. Staff of Completion, pay life for all kinds of things. Right now that mostly looks like card draw and mana, but sometimes you do blow up your own permanents. Like if you're gonna die to your Annex, for example. Yeah, you got it. Could block with Innkeeper, but I think Innkeeper on board is doing just fine. They want to play a sad robot. Good. Good. That's just a whittle value. We don't care. That's fine. Do I draw? Do I draw? Go down to 8? I think we hold. Save that for when Shieldred's on the field. That's a good pull. Okay, they play that. We definitely want a Swords on our turn. Betor, they have 3 mana open, so Betor's not likely to live. So what do we want? The Awakening doesn't really do much. We could play it as a land. That's not great. We can make the Demon. They'll probably remove it. I guess if it's a removal spell, killing Betor is fine. And then they have 2 2/2s that they're attacking me with. And we have an Unholy Annex that's hurting us. A Staff we're paying 2 life for to kill the Ketramos. But we do gain a life from the Innkeeper, which means a +1/+1 counter. And if we lose life with this trigger on the stack, let's go gameplay, auto order triggers. It's all about how the end step breaks down. Oh, no response. We like that. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be lose 2. And then we need to lose 2 more. We could just lose 4. Draw a card. Let's do that. Ooh, the Trawler? Do we care about their graveyard? Not really. Okay, I'm actually... Yeah, we resolve this one first so that the Shieldred sees the Annex gain. Okay, and then Swords this before it's their turn, because if it goes to their turn, then they draw a card from that. Which, you know, with Shieldred on the battlefield isn't terrible, but still, don't give them a card. Good turn, good turn, good turn, good turn. I thought for sure they'd have removal for the Betor. All right, we've done a good job. We've kept Ketramos off the battlefield. Now, what does the opponent do? They anguish on making Shieldred out of the game. They fall to 18. So they did have removal. They just didn't have it up. And then they have Chupa. Okay, they are a removal deck, guys. Let's decline. Leave you in the graveyard. Because we can get you with the Witness. Or we can get the Agademes and get 2 things. No, let's use the Witness this time. Let's use Agademes next time. Enduring Innocence, nice. Or Witness, then cast Betor. And then get what? Nothing, because there's nothing there. But we do get +1/+1 counters. I guess we hold back the Betor then. Play you. Play you. And we still have Awakening. And we get life. Look at it go. It's doing the thing, guys. Okay. Hold up on making. Or play the Dark Confidant. Force them to board wipe. Oh. Confidant. Let's go. Let's go. This is what we do. They have a little disposable stuff. Our stuff is kind of disposable. We're getting value all along the way, so it's okay. All right, they're gonna draw some cards here. I'm sure they have a way to exile. Don't ya? Of course, we do have staff. And this is like staff hidden mode, right? They're gonna point the exile effect. And we're gonna go destroy target permanent we own. Nobody sees it coming. So that goes to the graveyard and returns. So we even gain life from the insight and they get no exile card draw. Yeah, now they're reading staff. Nobody knows about that mode, but it actually matters a lot. So, do we block? We have Agadeem's Awakening. Do we block? Life total is a resource. Confidant. Haywire Might. Beautiful. I'm sure we'll find something for that to do. Tower. 4 mana. So we need to lose 4 life. Easy to do. This is 2. This is 3. Exile. I like holding up staff though. Holding up staff has been good for me. All right, so there's 3. I think we'll just go 4 with a... Nope, we tapped a Pain Land. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, we can put the Unholy Annex trigger first then. Go with you. Life has been gained on this day. Do we play the Might? If we're gonna get back Anguish I'm making, I think we're just gonna get swords. So we can play the Might. Grind, grind, grind. See, this is... The deck is actually a really good grindy deck. And you don't see it coming because it's like a 5-mana commander with no ETB. But the way I love to build these are grindy decks. And you can feel it in this matchup. Ketramos is one of the most grindy decks out there, and it's very good at what it does. But by guard, here we come. Hey, a mana dork. I didn't know we still had those. I wonder what they have. Solitude? I mean, it might be Solitude. Do I get my trigger? Do I get my trigger? Solitude. Okay. There's a Timeless Witness down there. Yeah, they want the Betor gone. Do I gain this life? How much does Betor cost? 4 more to cast. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we still have a pay 3. Because we could blow it up. We could have it in the graveyard instead. But I think I'll just take the life here. The life is useful. And now they are very low on resources. It does suck that I didn't get the Unmaking or the Solitude. So now we have to deal with Ketramos. And no attacks. Do we draw? Do we draw? Do we draw with our Staff of Completion now? Nine mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we could lose 3 life on my turn. Get back Timeless Witness, lose 4 life. Get back Timeless Witness, get back Unmaking, deal with Ketramos. So we hold. Okay, we lost 2. Black market connections. 1 mana open. We lost 2. Think it through. We're going to lose 2 more on end step with Annex. So all we really have to do is play this, get that, get that. And it's 9. Let's do it. Then don't use your mana. End step stop. No attacks. This first. Did I mess it up because of when they declare targets? I should have known this. Okay. I mean, we'll see. That could cost me big. Yeah, you have to target first. Yep. That's why I couldn't do it. There was something in the back of my head that was saying this won't work. And it was screaming at me. But once again, I talked myself out of the rules I think I know. Because I thought when I lose life to the Annex, I've lost 4. So now I can get the Witness. But you have to declare targets before that life loss happens. Yep. That's what makes Annex a significantly worse card for that job. All right, target the Betor. When this enchantment leaves the battlefield, return it to the battlefield. So, like, we have to let this resolve. If we remove this now, it never, like, the extra trigger never happens. And this means the opponent does get a Ketramos. So here we go. Let's see if they can take advantage of their situation and get back in the game. We have enough. We should still be able to do this. We really should. No excuses. Okay. Now they're using blinky times. Blinking their Chupa. Eat that. We're down to 16. Helpful Hunter to draw. So they're playing the blink version. I don't think the blink version is nearly as good as the Graveyard Exile discard version. But it is more, I think people find it more satisfying. That is another draw for them. Which I don't love, but hey, here we are. This will keep them from gaining life. And they have 2 mana up. Did they draw more removal? The Chupacabra is coming back, so they get to kill the Betor that way. But then we have Awakening, which gets Might, Confidant, Witness, and Betor. So they're going to need another piece of instant speed removal. Guide of Souls. Come on out. Pretty good. Pretty good. Skyclave Apparition. Really good. All right, mana. Add up the mana. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yep, we can Apparition the Ketramos. Let's do this first. One, 2, 3, 4. Hello. Please don't interact with my graveyard. Please don't interact with my graveyard. Let's go. All right, give me that Swords to Plowshares. Give me those lives. Man, if Betor sticks from here, they're so wrecked. Look at those triggers. Look at them clicking through these triggers. You know they have another piece, though. You know Betor's already dead. What are we talking about? I should know better. Why would I think that card would ever live? Maybe it's a Cloud Shift and I can interact with it. That'd be huge. All right, what's still down there? No creatures are down there, but the Haywire Might could end up there. I guess we could kill the Timeless Witness with the staff and then get it back again. How much mana do we actually have? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5, potentially. All right. Bring it out. This might be where they show us a blink spell. Godless Shrine is gone. There's no way to get an untapped white with this Bloodstained Mire. So we have to use the staff for it. Okay, life is gained. Ketramos now costs 9. Hallelujah. Let's see if we can get to our end step here. Whenever another creature you control enters gain 1 life, whenever you attack, you may pay this for 2 counters. So this could be a 4/4 attacker. Sure. Look at me. I'm huge. I'm prosperous. I'm thriving. Like standard. All right, go to end step. Okay, nothing. 12 +1/+1 counters. Who gets it? Who gets 12 +1/+1 counters? Who do they want to kill the least? Like, what creature here are they like, I don't want to point something at that? Haywire Might is too easy to kill in general because artifacts also kill it. This empty Skyclave Apparition, they do not want that in the graveyard. They don't want that in the graveyard. All right. Beautiful. Down to 21. The yo-yo in full effect. This game is beautiful. This is what you're looking for. Somebody who wants to get in the mud with you. Remember, if the Guide of Souls is around, it can make the Skyclave Apparition fly. And this was how Betor played in Commander too. Like the games I played, you just kept playing Betor and making a killer board, and then you go around the table and people would deal with it, and then you do it again, and it wore people down, which is not really what you want in a Commander deck that you're going to play like 15 times in a weekend. And yet it was so much fun. All right, guys, we got them.